Okay, here is an update on the growing in these grow bags outside. I definitely would not recommend doing that. We had these extra tomato plants that I stated in another video, and we didn't want to throw them in the compost pile, and nobody wanted them. So my husband put all this mulch here in actually our driveway area that we don't use, and we water them every day that it doesn't rain. And some of them is actually doing pretty well. This is not so spindly. And it does have a good many small tomatoes on it. And this one, it seems like most of the ones, it's right along the wall here where it gets a certain amount of shade. Because I think they get too hot and too dry in these grow bags outside. Just my guesstimation. And they get more diseased. I got to be trimming off that. But they've got some good areas and bad areas. And now that we've had a good bit of rain, they seem to be perking up a little bit better. But a lot of them are spindly. But this first row is not too bad. But the second row, they are all pretty spindly. And they're really not doing much of anything. But, you know, we have gotten some tomatoes, some ripe tomatoes off of them. And there's not too bad of a yield, considering the grow bags. Our try on this. But the biggest that we've gotten is approximately that size, and I realize that tomatoes vary in sizes depending on what type. But this one, because it doesn't have a support system to it, wasn't tied up, it broke off. But they're pretty spindly, the other two rows, and I have like Belgian Whoppers. That is an heirloom, and they're just not doing anything much. There's the size, poor thing. But they are doing better. Whoops. They're just, see, that broke off just barely touching it. So this is not a good idea. So just thought I would share for what it's worth.